see. Is it live yet? Okay. Yep, we're back. All right, we're live again here. Sunday, August 27th, 2023. Today I'm going to start going over the wrestling card collection. Most of these are autographed, but some things aren't, though. So I'm opening up. It's a little bit dusty because these things are stored away. These are the Superstars of Wrestling ice cream bar ones. And it's like who your toughest opponent was. So Yokozuna says toughest opponent was Hogan. Luger says toughest opponent was Yokozuna. Crush said his toughest opponent was Yokozuna. Doink said it was himself. Tatanka said it was Bam Bam. Bam Bam said it was Andre. Brett said it was Andre. Taker said it was Papa Shango. Razor Ramon said it was Randy Savage. IRS said it was Razor Ramon. Randy Savage said Andre. And Mr. Perfect said Bret Hart. So it's pretty cool. Here's some other ones throughout the years. So this was actually signed by Bret the Hitman Hart, that one. This one's also signed by Bret Hart. That one's Ric Flair. This is like your greatest moment ones now. His greatest moment was beating Savage for the title. Bret said it was winning the title. Savage was beating Flair at WrestleMania 8. Perfect said it was winning the Intercontinental title. And Hogan said it was slamming Andre the Giant. So those are some pretty cool Superstars of Ice Cream Bar ones. This one's signed by Tatanka here. So it says WWE Legend Tatanka 2014. Another one signed by Bret Hart. This is like an 87 card. There you have Andre. Coco Beware autographed this. It says to Todd Coco Beware, Hall of Fame 09. Tito Santana autograph, Ariba. You have Savage and Liz. Hercules. Kamala signed this one for me. Outback Jack autographed this one. So pretty cool stuff here. There you have the Natural Butch Reed, Danny Davis, Hulk Hogan, Mother Hogan. Bundy signed this. He's fighting Corporal Kirchner. Kirchner's in the corner. That's King Kong Bundy. Ken Patera signed that one. Butch Reed signed this one. He's hooking the leg on an opponent. Another one signed by Butch Reed, beating up some guy. Honky Tonk Man signed this one. He's getting body slammed by Jake Roberts. It says to Todd Honky Tonk Man. Hogan signed this one. Billy Jack Haynes. Both Killer B signed this one. So we got B. Brian Blair and Jumping Jim Brunzell, both signing that one. Steamboat signed it down here. Ricky Steamboat. There he's climbing the turnbuckle. Honky again, personalized to me. Nikolai Volkov signed this one as the Bulldogs are about to face Volkov and Iron Cheek. There's Rick Rude. There's the Warrior. Demolition Axe signed this one. It says to Todd, Axe of Demolition. Jake the Snake signed this one. DiBiase, Andre, Snuka, Hercules, Sherry, Perfect, Martel, Tito Santana signed that one. Mr. Fuji signed this one, very small print up there. Jimmy Hart signed this one. Brother Love signed that one. We have Akeem, Bad News Brown, to Todd the Honky Tonk Man. The Rockers, another one signed by Coco Beware, Hall of Fame 09. Heenan's in this one. There's Bravo, Greg the Hammer Valentine signed that for me. There's Slick. Bret Hart signed it over here in blue. A little hard to see. Barry Horowitz signed that one for me. Jesse the Body Ventura signed that. There's Elizabeth. Beefcake signed this one in blue. Pretty cool. This Dusty Rhodes one on the back. Boris Zukov signed on the back. It's the guy he's beating up. So you see right there it says Boris Zukov. So Boris signed the back of it. This one's Dusty working over Boris. This one's signed by Tito Santana. It says Tito Santana Ariba. Lanny Poffo, the Genius, signed this one. We have Virgil. Haku signed this one. Rugged Ronnie Garvin signed that one. There's Hogan. Hillbilly Jim signed this. There's Barry Windham. Freddie Blassie. Another one signed by Bret Hart. He's a great signer through the mail for all those years. Bret the Hitman Hart. There we have Neidhart. Smash signed this one in gray. Paul Roma signed it. It's a little hard to see, though, because it's like dark on dark. This was Paul Roma. And I think Boris, yeah, again, Boris is the opponent, so Boris signs the back of these. There it says he's Boris Zukov right there. And again, Roma over here in dark as Roma's pinning Boris Zukov. There's Hogan, Elizabeth, Hogan again, a Boss Man one, Andre, Heenan, Freddie Blassie, Jimmy Hart signed this one, Jimmy Hart, Mouth of the South. There's Bear, CM Punk, Undertaker, Melina, The Sheik, Mr. Perfect. WrestleMania 10 match, Bret Hart again. Duke the Dumpster Droese signed this one, and Bret signed that one. There's Andre, Taker, Survivor Series float, Savio Vega, Rad Rafford, Waylon Mercy signed it up here. There's a New Generation card. These are some of the magazine cards, and Waylon Mercy also signed the back as well. Doc Hendricks. There's Eric Watts from Techno Team 2000. He signed that. Triple H. Oh yeah, it says Troy. He was Troy of Techno Team, so that's Eric Watts. Ahmed Johnson signed in here in pen. We have Bertha Faye here. Ahmed there in pen. Warrior. Bob Holly signed this as Goldust works over him. Dean Douglas, the Moolah, Fabulous Moolah. Jannetty hip tossing Skip. Bret Hart again. Barry Horowitz again. Kushi. Shawn Michaels. Billy Gunn signed this one. It's the Smoking Guns work over Owen Hart. Ivan Putski signed that one. King Kong Bundy signed this one. There's Avatar working over Skip. Another one signed by Bret Hart, giving Piper a drop kick. Dean Douglas against Razor. Triple H, Jake, DiBiase. Another one signed by Bret. Ernie Ladd. Henry Godwinn signed this one for me. There's Tornado and Perfect. Brother Love, the WrestleMania 2 Battle Royal. Harley Race signed this one for me through the mail. King Harley Race. Very nice as he works over JYD. Smash signed this one. This is the WrestleMania 4 Strike Force Demolition match. There's Valentine and Neidhart. There's a WrestleMania one. Sato from the Orient Express. Akio Sato. He signed this one, working over Shawn Michaels. There's Jake and Martel from WrestleMania 7. Undertaker and Jake from WrestleMania 8. Bret Hart signed this one as he pins Yokozuna. Piper's the guest ref. There's Mabel working over Taker. Taker against Isaac Yankem. Taker against Mabel. Michaels. Whole bunch of Shawn Michaels ones here. Ahmed Johnson. Ahmed Johnson did sign this one right here in like a blue pen. Jim Cornette signed this one as he's interviewing Michaels and Sid. There's Sid and Michaels. Sid and Michaels when Sid gives him the powerbomb for giving the night off. Yoko and Vader. Vader going after Monsoon. There's Michaels and Vader. There's Bret the Hitman Hart against Buddy Landel. Or is that Flair? I'm not sure. I think Buddy Landel. Alright, Bret Hart pinning Yoko. No, actually it is Flair. I think that's Flair. Bret against Diesel. Razor against Goldust. More of Goldust. Mark Merrow signed this one with Austin working over him. Austin going after Pillman. Bret Hart signed this one with Austin having him in a move there. There's Mankind and Paul Bearer. Mankind and Stone Cold. Triple H working over Duke Droese. There he's in the Hog Pen match. Some magazine cards again. Mark Marrow signed that one with Sable. Another one Mark Marrow. He works over the 1-2-3 kid. Another one of Mark Marrow. He works over Stone Cold. Another one of Mark Marrow with Sable. This one's signed by Jerry the King Lawler as he fights Sable in the Karate Fighters tournament. Another one of Mark Marrow. There's Undertaker and Sable. Another one with Sable. Mark Marrow. He beats Farouk for the Intercontinental title. So Mark Merrow great through the mail signer just like Bret Hart was. Bret the Hitman Hart, Survivor Series 93. There's Owen and Bret. Bret again against Owen. More of Owen. More of Owen working over Michaels. The Slammy Awards. Owen and Bulldog. And I think Clarence Mason signed, yeah. Clarence Mason signed it right here. Hopefully you can see that. I know the lighting's bad here. Yeah, Clarence Mason right over here. Alright, there's the Bulldogs. Bulldog against Bret. The SummerSlam 94 cage match. Bulldog turning heel on Diesel. Bulldog and Michaels. Bulldog and Owen. Bulldog and Owen. Bulldog. There's no one Bret with Bulldog and Owen. He gets them to, they all turn heel and they form the alliance right after WrestleMania 13. There's Ahmed against Yoko. Ahmed against Jeff Jarrett. Ahmed against Vader. Ahmed against Bulldog at arm wrestling. Ahmed backstage. Ahmed signed this one with the Intercontinental title. Okay, he uses like a basic pen, so it's hard to read though. That's Ahmed Johnson. Ron Simmons signed this one as Farouk. There's Ahmed against him, Ahmed and him. Marlena and Triple H, Marlena, Goldust and Dakota. There's Mark Merrow again. Mark Merrow with Sable. The Sable Lawler card again. Brian Pillman attacking Austin. Owen against The Rock. There's Dustin and Marlena. Mankind signed this one for me. There's Stone Cold and Michaels. Ron Simmons signed this one, personalized to me. Another one by Ron Simmons. There's Crush, Undertaker and Bearer. Another one signed by Demolition Smash up here. As you take on the Powers of Pain. There's Taker and Brother Love, Taker and Hogan. Another one signed by Bret. There's Bret, Owen, and them. Bret again with Backlund. There's Yoko. Bret again against Diesel. There's Bret and Austin. This one's signed by Ron Simmons. And a whole bunch more as you take a look. Nation, DOA, stuff like that. There's Kevin Nash. Royal Rumble 89, stud against Akeem. Royal Rumble 90, 91. So these are all the different Rumbles, 92, 93, 94. This one's signed by Lex Luger, the 94 one. Shawn Michaels 95. Shawn Michaels again 96. Austin winning it 97. Lex Luger signed this card. Ric Flair signed that one. There's a William Regal like then and now card. There's Kane as he does damage to Taker. Dude Love, Mankind. Headbanger, Thrasher, and Mosh both signed this one. Thrasher up here, Mosh down there. So the Headbanger signed this one. There's Kane beating up Crush. Kane taking on Sheamus. There's WrestleMania 1, Hogan and Mr. T. WrestleMania 3, Hogan and Andre. 6, Hogan and Warrior. 7, signed by Slaughter. My brother went to a card show and met him for me, so Hogan and Slaughter. Savage and Flair. Bret and Yoko. Michaels and Diesel. Bret and Michaels from 12. From 13, Taker and Sid. A bunch of Austin. There's Austin cards. Austin choking out Bret. Austin and Do Love. Austin Owen. Austin Owen again. Austin on top of his truck. Austin and Tyson. So a bunch of stuff going on there. These are like reprinted signature things. So you have IRS, the Bushwhackers, Adam Bomb, Owen Hart is the Rocket, Bastion Booger, Paul Bearer, Ludwig Borga. This was actually signed by his opponent, which was Mike Bucci, who's Simon Dean. So Mike Bucci tried to sign on. It's hard to sign on this kind of card, though. He tried his best, though. Shawn Michaels, CM Punk. Mickey James signed this one for me. It's personalized to me. Festus, Jim Ross signed that one for me. Eve Torres signed this one for me. There's Kozlov, John Morrison, Paul Burchill. Jericho signed this for me in person. There's Austin. Some Bendham card things. I remember I mailed Diesel one. He kept his. He never gave it back to me. This is Lex Luger, though. He signed that one. You also have Goldust, Mabel, Doink, The Kid, Ahmed Johnson, Bulldog, China. There's the Giant. This is a cool backstage pass signature thing. So that's Snitsky, Hardcore Holly, and early signature of Randy Orton. So that's nice. There's some more ice cream bar ones, I believe, or some new generation cards. We have Ramon, Michaels, Billy Gunn again, The Kid, Vader, Bulldog and Ahmed, Goldust, Bam Bam, Owen against Mero. Don Morocco signed this one. He wrote Magnificent Morocco. Dangerous Danny Davis signed that. There's George Steele. There's Snuka. This is the first house show I ever went to, the Meadowlands, on June 11th, 1995. Hunter Hearst Helmsley has his full signature. Very rare, super nice. So Hunter Hearst Helmsley. There's another one I went to in November 95. Again, look at the Triple H one. Looks really nice. Full signature. Meadowlands. Alright, here's a couple more shows I attended. The July 96 house show, February 97, SummerSlam 07, Rumble 08, WrestleMania 2013 Access. Alright, Dirty Dutch Mantel. More of Dutch Mantel. There's Sting, and these ones he signed the back, Dirty Dutch. These are the basic WCW cards. So Luger, Sid, Flair, Arn, Pillman, Z-Man, Taylor, Dutch Mantel, Mr. Wall Street, El Gigante, Tommy Rich, Ricky Morton, Steiner Brothers, Fabulous Freebirds, Southern Boys, Doom, Teddy Long, Jim Ross, Missy Hyatt, Chris Nowinski, Nash, Flair, Tajiri, Lance Storm signed that. Batista, Brock Lesnar, Triple H. All these cool Warrior cards here. Slaughter signed this one in the Rumble 91 against Warrior, okay? He's going after Perfect, Rude, SummerSlam 90, Bravo, more of Rude, some Jobbers. In the back, it forms like a cool picture thing of Warrior. So they made that one. They also made one like that of Shawn Michaels series against Bulldog, Jannetty, Bulldog again, Razor, Lawler, Owen, and the back you see it makes a cool Shawn Michaels picture. Nice one, Dynamite Kid, Davey Boy, Bushwhackers, Bob Orton signed this one. There's Earthquake, Elizabeth, JYD, Kamala, Luger, and Sting. Perfect, Shango, Rude. Greg Valentine signed that one. There's Piper, Austin, Twin Towers, Warrior, Vader. Virgil, Yoko, Cactus, and Vader. Yoko going after Boss Man. Must have been a house show. Summer Rae, Davey Boy, Jake, Warrior, Michaels. Earthquake, Undertaker, Iris against Coco, signed by IRS. Razor, Diesel, Triple H, Jericho, Eddie, Bear. And that wraps up this first card binder. I have a couple other ones for cards, so let me just take them out. Try and make this all in one video, I hope. Alright, that's one. Alright, just give me a second, guys. I'm grabbing these other card binders. Alright, here's the next one, I believe. Alright, this is the second one for cards. Getting some of that dust off, it's all over the place here. Alright, you have Mankind over here, signed in silver. Paul Roma, Raven, this is like when I started through the mail, I use these signature cards, that's Raven. Molly Holly, Pretty Paul Roma, Sean Mooney, Terry Funk, just passed away recently, rest in peace. Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone, WCW, that's nice. Let's see, Waylon Mercy, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, James J. Dillon. It's a nice Hall of Fame inscription. I believe this is Barry Horowitz, right? Let's see. Yeah, in the back he wrote Mr. Technical Barry Horowitz. Look at the back here. Why isn't this straight? Yeah, right there. Mr. Technical Barry Horowitz, SummerSlam '95. Yep, that was Barry Horowitz. See some of them right in the back, like Waylon Mercy. Again, I don't know why this isn't. There's Waylon Mercy. Who else signs the back? Some of them do, some don't. Okay, so let's keep going. Now, that was Barry Horowitz, like I said. This one, I believe, is Cowboy. Yeah, Cowboy Bob Orton. Road Dogg Jesse James DX. Honky Tonk Man, I think. Which I label in the back in case I'm not sure. Demolition Smash. Repo Man. That's a nice card. He sent that to me as an extra item. Very nice one is Repo Man. There's the King Jerry Lawler. Jumping Jim Brunzell, beautiful penmanship. Boris Zukov, Teddy Long, B. Brian Blair, Jason Knight, and he spelled my name wrong. Bobby Starr, Ricky Steamboat, the Dragon, Primo, and you see on the back some of them write some accomplishments, like I said. So Boris Zukov did it. Let's see. There's Boris Zukov, old school wrestling, that stuff. B. Brian Blair wrote some stuff about WrestleMania 3 or 2. Some of these guys, Bobby Starr signed the back as well. Some of them signed the back as well. Alright, there's Epico, Bo Dallas, Sin Cara, Ron Simmons, Teddy Long, Mickey James, Terry Taylor, Ron Simmons, Tugboat. So he actually signed for the mail briefly. It didn't last long. The Patriot, Hector Guerrero, but he's personalized it to my mom, so I used my mom's like stamp on it or something. So pretty funny. Gerald Briscoe, Nikolai Volkov, Dr. Tom Pritchard, Tully Blanchard. You see, I was doing this through the mail. I started like in 2012, 2013. So Big Bully Busick signed for me through the mail. Skinner, Tatanka. Let's see in the back. Yep, Steve Kern signed the back. Who else signed the back? Anybody else here? The Patriot Dale Wilkes signed the back. So some of these guys signed the back too, some don't. Johnny B. Bad, Mark Marrow. Kurt Angle signed through the mail. Matt Hardy signed through the mail. There's DiBiase, El Matador, Tito Santana, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Cowboy Bob Orton, Harley Race, he wrote 8-time champion too. Nikolai Volkov. Yeah, just look on the back. Kurt Angle even wrote some of the Olympic accomplishments and stuff. Okay. Tommy Dreamer, the rare signature of Beulah McGillicuddy. Norman Smiley. Tom Zink, he was tough to get through the mail. I got him, though, on some cards, though. Brie Bella. Miss Elizabeth. Michelle McCool. Simon Dean. John Cena. Let's see if anyone signed the back here in this one. Tom Zink also signed the back there. That's pretty cool. That's it for there. Okay. Larry Sabisco. The Boogeyman. Michael Cole. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Ivan Putski. Haku. Snitsky. Jim Cornette. Disco Inferno. Okay. Natalia. Great Khali. Barbarian. Who is this? Let's look at the back to see. Okay, this is Billy Gunn. Tori Wilson. Abdul the Butcher, he just signed the back. He didn't sign the front, so that's why you see the back one here. I think Gangrel, double check. Yep, Gangrel, and he signed something on the back as well. Let's see if you could see this. Yeah, I don't know what that says really. That's Gangrel, though. Bruno Sammartino did through the mail. Who's this? This is personalized to me. Okay, this is Sean Stasiak. Jesse the Body Ventura did through the mail. Was that Larry Sabisco? Yeah, Larry Sabisco. Dean Malenko. Danny Davis. Blackjack Mulligan even did through the mail. So these guys have passed away since. Who's this one? This is Dusty Wolf, enhancement talent for many years. Dale Wolf, Dusty Wolf. Ken Resnick, the ring announcer, who was big at Marty Party. To Todd, thank you for your support. Well Done. This is Timothy Well from Well Done. He's a tough graph to get. I remember after he did his card, he promised me some other cool merch. There is Rex King, Timothy Well. He even signed the back there. But yeah, he never got you. And there's Ken Resnick. He signed the back with some accomplishments as well. Anybody else do the back? No, not really. And then this one was Joey Mercury from Eminem, Molina and Mercury. Nitro. Who is this? George South. Teddy Long again. Buff Bagwell. Sato from the Orient Express. Diamond Dallas Page telling me to do my DDP yoga. Another one on Diamond Dallas Page. The Warlord. Lex Luger. Sergeant Slaughter. And you see Marcus Bagwell also signed the back. Anybody else here sign the back? No. Okay, there's the Barbarian. Greg Valentine. Papa Shango. Honky Tonk Man. The Warrior. Ric Flair. Tommy Rich. Rick Steiner. Another one of Rick Steiner. Another one of Rick Steiner. Another one of Rick Steiner. Ahmed Johnson here in the pen. Joey Styles, he wrote Oh My God. Edge. Juventud Guerrera. Lita. Rick Martel. Christy Hemme. Dustin Rhodes, Molly Holly. Stone Cold. Test. Ivan Putski. Ron Simmons. Another one of Ron Simmons, personalized to me. Another one of Ron Simmons. This is General Adnan, also known as Sheik Akinia. Have you said that name? The other organization, all those other gimmicks. This is General Adnan. And you see in the back, like he wrote an inscription of all those gimmicks and stuff. Acts of Demolition, Glacier, Haku, Harley Race, Bobby Heenan, the small thing, like a Gittner card. There's Bob Orton again. Shane McMahon, Randy Orton, The Godfather. Let's see if anyone filled out the back here. Harley Race filled the back, personalizing to me. Glacier filled out the back. So some of these guys, I said they filled the back as well. Lanny Poffo, the genius, he only signed the back. This is Bobby Lashley. MVP. Blacktop Bully. Yes, Smash is Blacktop Bully. Deuce from Deuce and Domino. Rico. Who's got the sad face? Is that Mikey Whipwreck? Yep, that's Mikey Whipwreck, and he did something on the back. Mikey Whipwreck. And Nasty Boy Jerry Sags, he also signed the back. Alright, Ted DiBiase Jr., Tenzai, which was Albert. This one is Dave Sullivan. Yep, and he signed the back as well. Dave Sullivan. Very nice. Matt Hardy, Dreamer, Jim Ross, Rob Van Dam, Raven, Road Dogg, Finley, Paul Burchill, Beth Phoenix, I think that's Rob Conway. Yep, he signed the back. Rob Conway. Tama, Blake Beverly, Mike Enos, The Goon, JTG, Ezekiel Jackson, Hornswoggle, Tony Atlas, Chris Masters, Rick Martel, Dawn Marie, Goldust, Kurt Angle, Nick Bockwinkel, since passed away. Let's see if no one signed the back there. Okay. Tony DeVito, enhancement talent for many years in the WWF. Hogan, Red Rooster, Barry Horowitz, Bob Orton, Jim Duggan, Earl Hebner, Rosie, he wrote the SHIT, Superhero in Training, or this shit. Eugene. As you see, Tony DeVito wrote a lot of stuff on the back as well. All of his accomplishments and stuff. What else we have here? Barry Horowitz also signed the back. And yes, who was this again? Oh, Rosie wrote something like all this nonsense on the back and stuff like that. How to follow him and stuff. He's since passed away. There's Kane, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Dan Severn, Ivory, Gerald Briscoe. I think it's Lance Storm. Yep, he signed the back. Lance Storm. Tom Zink again. Greg Valentine, Paul Orndorff, Bob Backlund, Billy Jack Haynes, Lanny Poffo, or that's like Jimmy Garvin. I'm sorry, Lanny Poffo. Alpha. Yeah, Alpha. William Regal, Perry Saturn, he's tough to get. Rodney Mack, Jazz. Let's see if anyone signed the back here. Yeah, Rodney Mack and Jazz each signed the back. Another one of Haku, signed over here. Smash, Duggan, Terry Taylor, Val Venus. Another one of Tom Zink. Rico, Michael Cole, Kozlov signed the back. Paul Roma, Kevin Nash, Sin Cara, Sonny Ono, so that's pretty cool. This is Mae Young, like this is seriously shortly before she died, and then she even wrote in the back. So that's like Mae Young. You can barely read it. Sonny Ono dated the back. Anyone else here? No one else on the back. This one is Jimmy Wang Yang, Larry the Axe Henning, Mr. Perfect's dad, the coach Jonathan Coachman, Bob Backlund, Sato, again pretty cool, uses the Japanese stuff, Austin, McMahon, Conan, Jim Neidhart, Tommy Rich, Luke, Coco Beware. And there you see Sato signs the back as well. Okay. Buff Bagwell, Ricky Morton, another one Ricky Morton. Bill Goldberg signed through the mail, personalized to me. Alberto Del Rio, Michael McGillicuddy, who was Mr. Perfect's son. Rosa Mendez, here in black. Okay. Eugene, Blue Meanie. There's the Eugene signed in the back. Nobody else did. Okay. Undertaker's old signature. Al Snow, IRS, Jim Ross, Ronnie Garvin, Marty Jannetty, D'Lo, Jerry Lawler, Arn Anderson. All right, here we go. Clarence Mason. There's a lot of details. That's pretty cool. Hillbilly Jim, personalized to me, Hillbilly Jim. Jim Powers. You look on the back, Clarence Mason here wrote some more stuff. That's like his real name and stuff like that. Hillbilly Jim signed the back. And Jim Powers also signed the back. So pretty cool. Those guys all did that. All right, Pete Gass from Mean Street Posse. Piper. Vader. Arn Anderson. Goldberg. Duggan. DiBiase. Jannetty again. Tito. Vito? Yeah, Vito. Who's that? Jack Swagger. This is not signed by anybody, but it's like a piece of like a DX shirt. It's like some cool, authentic, ring-worn gear. So that's like from this DX thing. Dusty Rhodes. MVP Montel Vontavious Porter. Jacqueline. Cobra signed this one. He's also known as the fake NWO Sting. Signed that too. Hogan again. Matt Hardy. Kurt Angle. Sean Mooney. Harley Race. Boy. Oh, this is Scott Stanford. He's like a guy who used to be like the Channel 9 News, and he also did WWF stuff, so he's personalized the back too. Scott Stanford. Right here. Brian Knobbs. Brutus Beefcake. Sid. Paul Roma. It's like all the horsemen. Benoit. Chris Benoit, tough to get. Ric Flair. Sting. Arn Anderson. Dean Malenko. Jeff Jarrett. Another one of Dusty Rhodes. DiBiase. IRS. Chris Jericho. Tom Pritchard. Jake the Snake. Barry Windham. Sid. Diamond Dallas Page. Rick Steiner. Sting. Lex Luger. Kurt Hennig, tough to get. Owen Hart, tough to get. What was his name? Scotty Riggs, I believe. Yep. Rikishi, Hogan, Test. Christian. This is signed by Kevin Nash and X-Pac. This is signed by Chris Jericho, Ravishing Rick Rude, Kurt Angle, both acolytes, Farouk and Bradshaw, Ernest the Cat Miller, Jimmy Snuka, the Boss Man signed the back, Eric Watts, there's another one of Eric Watts, Jesse Ventura, Devin Storm, Andrew Anderson, the Reinforcer, there's another one of Andrew Anderson, personalized to me, Terry Taylor, Jimmy Garvin, Michael Hayes. Let's look at the back, see anybody personalized anything. Yeah, on the back here, who is this again? That was Andrew Anderson, he signed the back there. Okay. El Gigante, Edge, MVP, Kofi Kingston, Mark Henry, Batista, Snitsky, John Morrison, Jamie Noble, Vladimir Kozlov, Triple H, Ricky Morton. There's another one of Ricky Morton, they're all personalized to me. This one is Chris Nowitzki, Bill DeMott, Dan Severn, Carlito, and on the back you see Dan Severn signed his name there. Carlos Colon. Who's this? Oh, Bushwhacker Luke. Bushwhacker Luke. Mad Maxine. Ladies wrestler. Billy Jack Haynes. Fuji and Killer Khan. Hercules. Kamala, it's kind of fading. Jack Tunney, very rare. Big Boss Man, pretty rare too. You see in the back, Bushwhacker Luke signed a lot of things there. A lot of details. Crappy one there of Jake the Snake. I guess he rushed that one. Harley Race, Rick Martel and Tom Zink. The Big Show, The Rock, Austin, Sean Stasiak, Trish Stratus, Vince McMahon, crappy signature there. This is King Kong Bundy, Ted Turner, Great Khali, Tatanka, Larry Sabisco, Dirty Dutch Mantel, DDP, Carlito, Disco Inferno, Matt Hardy, Stevie Richards, Skinner, Terry Taylor, Dolph Ziggler, Ricky Morton, Dixie Carter, Kurt Hawkins, Bobby Eaton. Who is this guy? This is one of the Brad Armstrong. Wow, he's a tough one to get to. Nikki Bella, Butch Reed, Brian Armstrong, which is the Road Dogg, Scott Armstrong, Terry Funk again, Barry Windham again, Wrath. And I see Road Dogg wrote in the back, Road Dogg DX on all those. Okay, Ming, Bam Bam, Conan, Larry Sabisco and Bobby Heenan, Tim Horner, Raven, okay, Tatanka, Perry Saturn, Blake Beverly, Mike Enos. He wrote Mike Enos though. Kurt Hawkins, Brodus Clay, Funaki, Ryan Shamrock. This one's signed by Molly Holly, Rob Conway, Jerry Lawler, Greg Valentine, Rico. Okay, who's this? Tyler Breeze, Raven, Coco Beware, Ricky Morton, D'Lo, Kevin Sullivan, Conan, K-Dog, Max Moon, that's also signed by Conan, and Rick Victor. So that's like the Connor and Victor guys or something. Okay. This one is Jason Jordan. That one is CJ Parker. Some of these are some NXT guys I don't know that well. The Conquistador #1. And he wrote in the back some details there of the Conquistador. Okay. The Red Demon. So this is more gimmicks of Conquistador #1. And he wrote some stuff on the back. So that was Jose Luis Rivera, basically. All right. James J. Dillon, Gail Kim, Charlie Haas, MVP, Darren Young. Steamboat signed the back here. R-Truth, Slaughter. This is Connor O'Brien, also known as Connor and Victor tag team from NXT or something. Prince Divot / Finn. This is Finn Balor. Kurt Angle, Kurt Hawkins, Austin, Miz. Jack Briscoe, Paul London, Magnum TA, Nikita Koloff, Tully Blanchard, Bruno, One Man Gang, Mabel, Paul Bearer, the 1-2-3 Kid, Doink, Mo, which I believe is, that might have been Matt Bourne there, Bushwhacker Luke, Dory Funk and Terry Funk dual signed, Pat Patterson, Bob Orton, Billy Graham, Dusty Rhodes, DiBiase, Cody Rhodes, Festus, Vader, Shawn Michaels. This is signed by X-Pac, Billy Gunn, and Chyna. That's pretty cool. Umaga, very tough to get. Flair, DDP. Alright, John Cena, Romeo, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, the Pope, who is that again? Oh, yeah, Elijah Burke, Nydia, William Regal, Jake the Snake Roberts, yeah, Jean-Pierre Lafitte. Let's see who signed the back. Nobody there. Okay, Gangrel, Big Bully Busick, Sensational Sherry. Okay, Blackjack Mulligan, The Godfather, Santino Marella, Rosie, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. This is a hardcore title one. I believe it's signed by people like Hardcore Holly and Davey Boy Smith. So that's tough to get. Carlito, Sir William, also known as Bill Dundee. This is Sami Zayn, Sly LaForte, Muhammad Hassan, Rockin' Robin. This one is Kevin Owens, Rosie, Rhino, Hurricane Helms. All right, Road Warrior Animal, Nails. Who's that? Oh, Hollywood Nova, who was also Simon Dean. Funk as Chainsaw Charlie, Dan Spivey, Bill Alfonso, I believe. No, Baron Corbin. The Red Rooster, Terry Taylor. Colonel Rob Parker. Let's look at the back, see if anybody signed anything further. Yep, that's the Hollywood Nova one I was talking about. Funk wrote Chainsaw Charlie. He's very excited that I asked him to sign like that. And Baron Corbin signed the back as well here. All right, okay. This one is Tennessee Lee. That's Colonel Parker's Tennessee Lee. Johnny Nitro. The Equalizer, who is Dave Sullivan. Jim Ross. Is that Jim Ross again? Yep. Okay. Johnny Rods. Very detailed there. Emma. Rip Rogers, who signed the back. Let's see if anyone signed the back here. Okay, there's Rockin' Robin with her accomplishments. Okay, anybody else signed? The Equalizer signed some accomplishments. Okay, next one is that's Vladimir Kozlov, Mojo Raleigh, Grandmaster Sexy. Very cool to get that detailed one there. Bill Dempsey, Sato, I believe. No, Hideo Itami. Okay, Hideo Itami. Who's this? I gotta read this. I can't read this. Okay. Sawyer Fulton. Anyone know who Sawyer Fulton is? I really don't know. This gray thing is Sawyer Fulton. Enzo Amore. This one is Kalisto. Eric Bischoff here with all these details here. In the back, you can see Mojo Raleigh wrote some details. Anybody else signed the back? Sawyer Fulton signed the back. Enzo Amore signed the back. All right. Billy Jack Haynes. Black Blood, who also is played by Billy Jack Haynes. Jerry Jarrett, the father of Jeff Jarrett. This is David Sammartino, the son of Bruno. Moondog Rex. So it was David Sammartino, Moondog Rex. Shadow number 1. Oh boy. Kurt Hawkins. Yep, Kurt Hawkins. Ole Anderson. There's a tough one to get. Marcus Lewis. I have no idea who that is. Marcus Lewis? Let's see. Marcus Levis? Who's this guy? Alright, there's Ole, Kurt Hawkins, Randy Colley, Billy Jack Haynes, Black Blood. So some cool stuff in the back. Yeah, Randy Colley's the guy who's Shadow 1 and Moondog Rex. He signed Randy Colley in the back. It's pretty cool. There's Angle, William Regal, Cactus Jack. Sabu signed the back. Goldust, Bobby Lashley, Val Venus, Papa Shango, Hillbilly Jim, Barbarian, Greg Valentine, he's facing Neidhart. Jimmy Snuka signed that one. Pedro Morales, Bueno Suerte, pretty cool. Tony Atlas, Ivan Koloff. Justin Roberts, the ring announcer. Drake Younger. Devin Taylor, is that it? Yeah, Devin Taylor. There's some NXT person I don't know that well. There they signed the back. Sign Guy Dudley. Becky Lynch. Reno Riggins. Oh, Daphne. Wow, I didn't know I had Daphne. Pretty cool. I wrote to Daphne because she was still alive. Missy Hyatt. Ty Dillinger. Is that Rhino? Yep, that's Rhino. Lenny Lane. Robert Gibson. Let's see the back. Yeah, Daphne even wrote her last name in the back. That's pretty cool. There's signed Guy Dudley with some details. Reno Riggins signed the back. Cameron, Tony Chimmel, Diego, Mark Henry, Lillian Garcia, Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler, Tatanka, Tamina Snuka, Sasha Banks, Precious, Jimmy Garvin. There's another one of Jimmy Garvin. More of Jimmy Garvin. Precious and Jimmy Garvin. Mean Gene, Triple H, Molly Holly. Eve Torres, Haku, Kurt Angle, Funaki, Corey Graves, El Cubano, who's like Fidel Sierra. So El Cubano, pretty cool there. And he signed the back as well. Alright, Undertaker, Trevor Murdoch, Haku, John Cena? Yeah, John Cena, Bischoff, Rikishi, Viscera. Okay, is that Dana Brooke? Yep. Outlaw Ron Bass, Tori Wilson, Lita, Katie Lee Burchill. Ron Bass even signed the back there. And Dana Brooke filled that out. Okay. Ivory, Nydia, Trish Stratus, Abyss, Jim Ross, Edge, JBL. There's Joey Mercury. There's Batista. Jesse, who's someone in NXT. Blake from NXT. Allison something Siren. I guess she was a Nitro Girl or something. Paul Ellering, Precious Paul Ellering, manager of Legion of Doom. Scotty Tuhati. Phil Apollo, enhancement talent. This is Tenzai, who is Albert. This is Ace Darling. Samoa Joe. I think signed the back there. Okay, let's see if anybody else. Not really. Alright. Medusa. Alondra Blaze. Murphy. I'm not sure. Buddy Murphy. Okay. Santana. Oh, Santana Garrett. Brittany. Razor Ramon, he used to train her and stuff. Charles Robinson, the referee. Bullet Bob Armstrong. Salvatore Sincere. Johnny Gunn, his other gimmick. And this one is Solomon Crow. So there's all those ones. Let's look at the back, see if anything. Yeah, Santana wrote that herself. Buddy Murphy filled that out. Little Nate, Charles Robinson, Bullet Bob Armstrong signed that one. So some of these guys, like I said, they fill out the back sometimes. Just a couple more pages of this binder, we're done. Funaki, Draws, who's that? Colin Cassie, looks like Eric Sims or something. Alright, Adrian Neville, Jerry Lynn, Tim White, the referee, Greg Gagne. There's Rico and Austin. Let's see on the back end if they signed anything here. No, not really. Okay. This is signed by Kevin Thorne, Shane McMahon, Jay Lethal, S.A. Rios, Howard Finkel, Rocky Johnson, JTG from Crime Time, Lex Luger. There's JTG signing the back. Lex Luger again, Tony Atlas, Tori Wilson, Renee Young, Vicky Guerrero, Charlotte Flair, Natalia, Charlotte against Molly, Primo Cologne, Arn Anderson, Xavier Woods, Finley, I guess, or is that JBL? That's JBL. I'm sorry, JBL. Triple H, Daniel Bryan, That's signed by Chuck Palumbo, Vader, Van Hammer. That's a tough one to get, I guess. Coco Beware. Van Hammer signed the back as well. Okay. Eric Rowan, Sylvester Turkai. There's no one. Sylvester Turkai is another gimmick. Nydia, Jacqueline, Melina, Daphne again. Well, another one of her. Trish, Brie Bella, Steve Mongo McMichaels. That's when he was a horseman and was healthier. He was in bad health these days. Todd Pettengill, One Man Gang. Bully Ray, Hardcore Holly. Who's this? So, I don't know. Okay, Super Crazy, Test. Is that Scotty Flamingo? No, Scotty Riggs. Scotty Riggs. Don Morocco. This is Skinner as Doink number 2. Steve Kern. Kamala. Alright, The Miz, Yoshitatsu, Big Show, Bobby Heenan, Jim Duggan, and Ric Flair. Okay? So that will... And Steve Kern there signed the back, as you see. I have one more card binder to go through. I'll get back to that shortly. Have a good, everybody.